Are we live? I think we're live, but it's done this thing again where it's not showing me the comments, so I'm going to have to get that up. Give me a few seconds to start. All right. I'll drag this off screen so you don't see it. And what I'm going to do, basically, I'm using Streamlabs. Is it Streamlabs? Yeah, Streamlabs OBS. And when I start streaming, it's supposed to show me the comments, but it's not doing that. So that is annoying. I'm going to have to do it through YouTube, and I don't know. I'm still new to all this stuff, so I'm figuring out how it works, but I'll get it up sooner or later. But in the meantime, let me explain what I'm going to do. So I have a Next.js site, which is this, and it's in Next.js 12. Now, I don't know if you're aware, but this week they announced Next.js 13 with a bunch of new changes. So I'm going to spend some time this morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are, upgrading this site from Next 12 to 13. And then once I've done that, I'll continue what I've been doing for this series of streams, which is upgrading an old site into a new one. So this is the old site on the right-hand side. It was built with something called DocPad. It's got some CoffeeScript in there, which is quite old. I mean, it works fine, but it's difficult to run locally and upgrade. So what I'm doing now is upgrading it to Next 12 or now Next 13 using TypeScript. So just making it easier for people to run locally and do some upgrading on. Now I'm still figuring out how to do this chat. So if you've mentioned something in the chat, I'm not going to see it. I apologize. All right, how does this work? I've done it before. I did this on the last stream, but it doesn't seem to be working now. Okay, here we go. I've got it. I think I've got it. Nice. Okay, we're rolling. We have chat on this screen, and yeah, so let's go. Okay, so I've got the upgrade blog on here from Vasil. So these are the steps they recommend to upgrade Next.js. I'm using Next with TypeScript, so I don't know if it recommends anything to do with that, but we'll see. I think, yeah, upgrading Next React to React DOM. Okay, let's try that. I'm using Warp Terminal. Oh, there's an error. That's quite interesting. I'll fix this error later. So I'm just upgrading now. I'm using Warp Terminal, which is a Rust-based terminal. I think a lot of things are going Rust-based, which is cool. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. Right, so that was very quick. Let's see what version of Next we're on now, and this still says Next 12. So that didn't quite work, even though I follows their documentation. Yeah, I just did that. Let's just try and install Next by itself. So we'll just do that. What is going on here? Yeah, npm install Next. So it's seen some stuff down here. I think I've got there's some weird issues with zooming. I've zoomed in, so, but anyway. Okay, it still says Next 12. Am I doing something wrong? Why is it not saying Next 13? Let me fix this error. I don't like squiggly lines. Okay, why does it not say Next 13? Am I doing something wrong? npm install Next. Yeah. Did it upgrade anything? So what version of React are we on? React 18. Is that the latest version of React? Oh, snap. Somebody's at my door. Give me a sec. Cool. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out why it didn't update. Yeah. So latest version is 18.2. Fine. So I think that's what we have here. We've got 18.2 React and React DOM. We just don't have the new Next. What I might do is manually upgrade the version number. I think that's what the issue is. Hang on. Yeah, I'll manually upgrade the version number. I don't need this anyway, but yeah, I'll manually upgrade that and see if that fixes anything. Whew, a lot of running upstairs. Okay. Whoops. Next.js upgrade. I've got that. Next npm. What's the latest version? It might be under a nightly build or something. 13. Okay, let me do that. So I'm going to do 13. Do I need to change? Does it have anything about ESLint config over here? Yeah, ESLint config next, fine. So I'll make that 13 as well. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get why that didn't work. This should totally work. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. Am I doing something wrong? npm I next. I didn't get it. Okay, so I'm going to manually upgrade this to 13. Right, and just do npm install. Okay, so the install is happening. I've done some weird zooming stuff with Warp because it doesn't zoom amazingly well, but this is happening at the bottom. Now it's taking a bit longer. I guess it's installing everything, so that'll take some time. But let's continue to read the upgrade guides. So already the first process didn't work, which is to run this command. It didn't go up to version 13, so that's fine. We've kind of hacked it by manually putting the version number in the package.json file. So what's next? Okay, so we use this image component. Yep, so I've been using this image next future image. So I get all these improvements in version 13. Okay, so now what I have to do is replace all this stuff with just that, which is perfect for me. That means I was future thinking. So let's do that now. Let's go into my code. How is the install doing? Are we up? Okay, that's all done now. Perfect. So let's go ahead and continue going through the Next.js upgrade guide. If you've just joined, I am upgrading my site, or not my site, the site I've been working on, from Next.js 12 to 13. So this will be kind of a basic upgrade. I won't go deep into all the upgrades that are possible. So the main one I'm going to do is I'm going to use Turbopack instead of Webpack. I'm going to upgrade all the relevant components, so like image, link, and whatever else is here. And then after that, I'm going to rejig my file structure to use the new app folder instead of using pages, which is what I currently have, I think. Yeah, I've got pages. So I'm going to replace that with app and use the file-based routing, yeah, it's going to be folder-based routing, not file-based routing. So let's do that now. So I'm going to upgrade all my images. So find all this and basically replace it with just that. Cool. Nice. So we should be on Next 13. Package.json says Next 13, perfect. I need to delete this. Let me get rid of that because I don't use it for anything. npm uninstall. Okay. So that's doing its thing, and that's gone. So that's one of the things from the README I was meant to do. I'll go rid of that. Whoops. Okay. So now I've upgraded my images, or the image component. Next is the link component. The link component no longer manually. Oh, wow, that's a massive change. So before with the link component, you add an anchor tag inside it, which was kind of weird before. But now with the link component, it always renders the anchor tag. So I just do it. Okay, let's go through that. So let's find all our link components in the project. I don't have a lot, so it's not much to change. And now how does it work with class names? I'm just going to assume the class name goes on the component itself. So let's get rid of this. I'm not amazing with keyboard shortcuts. Get rid of that one, and let's get rid of the closing anchor tag as well. Cool, I think that should be that. Okay, yeah, so this should be, thanks for pointing that out. So this should be a link. So that should work fine. Anything else? So that one's been done. This one has been just done. Next is this one. So all of these, I can get rid of the anchor tags. Here, can I do that? Yeah, like so. And I can get rid of these closing anchor tags, like so. Let's do this. Some basic formatting. We'll Prettier do this. We'll put, no, oh, Prettier does do it. Thank you, Prettier. That saves me a bunch of time. Anything else? Okay, I think I've done this page, and then it's this one, so I can get rid of this anchor tag. So I'm going to copy all of this stuff here and put it in the link component. I'm not sure if there's documentation on how to, what kind of props this new link component has, but I'm going to assume that this will work. Okay, so that's done. Now, if I was a cautious developer, I would rerun the site on each change I make, but because I'm not too fussed, I'm convinced this is all going to work. I trust Vercel. I'm just going to carry on. So the behavior of the next script has been updated to support both pages and app. Okay, fine. Read. This is the upgrade guide. Why does it say read the upgrade guide? I thought this was the upgrade guide. The previous Next.js helped you to optimize by aligning CSS version 13 introduces next/font module. Okay. So let's look at this upgrade guide, and I'll look at fonts later. This is another upgrade guide. How many upgrade guides do you need? Minimum 14. I think I'm on node version 16, so that's fine. ESLint. So this is a better upgrade guide. Okay. Migrate shared features. Yeah, this is what I want to do next. But before we do that, yeah, I've just done image, I've done link. Script component, I'm not sure if I need to do anything about this in particular. But yeah, this is the big one, right? So let's run the app and see if it works. Now I think you can run it in Turbo, npm run dev -- turbo. Sorry, I've got my mic in front of my keyboard. What just happened? Let's config. Oh, cannot find. Oh, fine. So I got rid of Next.ndx, and I can get rid of it. Oh man. Okay, let's just get rid of this line. I need to get rid of both of these lines, and then I can get rid of that. So essentially, I can just get modular exports and put that here, and then get rid of this line. And let me bump that up. There we go. So now, let's try it with Turbo. I'm quite excited about Turbopack. Is that going to do its thing? Oh, okay. So it is working. That was very quick. Now, do my links work? Let's check that out. So this is the site I'm running. This is the old site that I'm upgrading from. This is localhost 3000, as you can see here. And that refreshed very quickly, if I do say so myself. So let's have a look at the links that do work. Demos, this is a link. Nothing happened. So there is an issue there. The upgrade didn't quite work because that did work before and it isn't working now. Is there any way we can check the, okay, some stuff has failed. WebSockets. Okay. Whoops. Is that happening right now? Like, yeah, okay, it does happen. Okay, so even though I've upgraded and it's told me that I can have a link without an A, it's giving me an issue saying the link needs an A. Oh, hang on. What page is giving me this? Oh, so I've missed a page out. I thought I did all of them. Okay, let's have a look. So it's doing the right thing. It's giving me an error for something that I've done incorrectly. let's do it this way. Oh, I've missed one out. Yeah, this one I've missed out. Yeah, that's my bad. So for those who've just joined, I'm upgrading my Next 12 to Next 13. And one of the new things that you can do with the link component, if you're new to Next, this will be nothing to you. This will sound a bit weird, but with the link component of Next version 12, you needed to add an anchor tag. But now with 13, you don't need the anchor tag. And what this error is telling me is that I've got some anchor tags in my current site, which I do, and I'm getting rid of now. But I didn't know you could have the legacy behavior prop. So if you wanted to include the anchor tag, that's quite useful for those who want to migrate if you've got a bigger Next.js 12 site, and you want to upgrade to 13, that's a useful thing to know. Okay. So it's saying the page, it's giving me the same error. Why is it doing that? I thought I've upgraded all the Nexts, all the anchor tags. Have I missed something out? Oh, there's another one here. Wow, okay. How did I miss that? That's very good error spotting by Next.js 13. I'm also quite enjoying Turbo Repo. It's actually quite fast. Well, Webpack was quite fast. My site is not a big site, so I'm not going to feel the benefits of Turbopack, but I can feel like I'm feeling it, if that makes sense. I'm not going to feel the real benefits, but I know it's there in the background, so I feel quite happy. Okay, so that works. If I click on that, so I guess it builds as I click, which is useful, but it's taking a long time to get to that page. There we go. So the way Turbopack works is it caches the build in memory. So the next time I go on it, it'll be quicker than the first time. Now, this isn't showing the true speed because I'm streaming at the same time, so my internet is a bit slower. But technically, if I've been on a page before, then it should be quicker to go on it because Turbopack would have cached it in memory. And I think this is already quite fast for streaming speed. So if I go back to this page, which I was on before, it should be, yeah, so that was quite fast. Okay, so that was a pretty seamless upgrade so far. Let's now focus on the migrating, and I'm going to put this link in the chat right now. If you do want to upgrade to Next.js, this is the guide you should use, not the one I had before, because the one I had before was not as helpful. Basically, this one here, not as helpful. This one is more fully fledged, and I think what's the difference? Oh, there's a beta.next, right? So this is on the newer Next.js documentation site, which is better. Okay. Warning, the app directory is in beta and some conventions could change before stability is reached. We do not recommend using the app directory in production. I don't care about that. I'm going to do it. For many of you, this release will be the first time using React features that Next.js 13 built on top of, such as server components, suspense, and promises inside components. That all sounds very good. I'm quite excited. When you combine your new Next.js 13 features, such as special files, nested layouts, migration, okay, that's enough dictating for now. Let me move my microphone closer to my mouth. Okay. So I just want to see an example. I want to see some yeah, I think we're getting to the good bits. Okay, I've done that. Oh, you have to opt into it. Oh wow, okay, this is fresh. Let's do that. Okay. I think we're winning. And then what do I do? Okay, create new app directory. I can do that quite easily. Did it say in the root? I'm assuming in the root, so it's in the same. So I've got it in source, so this is quite interesting. I don't know what configuration. I think that was quite default. That was by default. So can I change source to app? Okay, what I'm going to do, is that going to mess up any of my TypeScript stuff? Yeah, it will. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, Let's replace the word source with app. This is quite a risky move on my part. So now everything is nested inside app. And what I do need to do then is take, no. Let's rename. Naming so hard. Okay, I'll leave it like this. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And this has changed everything to app. Perfect. Okay. So this will break a bunch of stuff, which is fine. And this is obviously slowing my internet down for some weird reason. Oh, actually, let's kill the server, because I might just be taking up CPU that I don't need to take up. So I killed that server. Let's kill this as well. And let's create a new layout tx file. I appreciate it's using TypeScript because that's probably what most developers are using. So let's create a new layout.tsx file. And what I'm going to do, I already have a layout file, which I think, where did I put that? In components, right? This is my layout file. So what does this tell me to do? Okay, fine. So let's copy this. Sorry, I should be telling you what I'm reading. Right, so what this is saying is root layout, which I guess is conventional. I don't think I can change that. And they must accept a child prop, which is here. Let me get rid of these comments because I don't like the way it's written. Okay, so we've got this object, which is children, and we've got that. Why does it recommend using the next head? Let's look at my component. Actually, that was a bad idea. I don't know how readable that is for you guys on the stream. Okay, if I get my component out, my layout component, what does that look like? I've got nav bar at the top. Okay, this is not, I think I'm using, what am I using as layouts? I think I have, where have I put it? This is quite confusing. Document, here we go. So this is the equivalent underscore document. So does this layout.tsx now replace the underscore document file? It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it because this has got a body here and that has children. So I've got my main, and that's Next.js main. Okay, so maybe this is not the best idea because I'm getting a bit confused. Next script and next main. Do we import that into this file? If you have an existing underscore app, okay, you can copy the contents to the root layout. Okay, so that's what it means. Fine. So this is the new underscore app or underscore document. So I can put this in here, but I'm not sure what to do with the main and the scripts component. Oh, hey, mister, it's good to see you again. Thanks for joining. So yeah, last stream you said I should add music. So okay, yeah. No, I've got music myself in my ear, but I think it's house music, and that's music that I like. You might not like house music, so I think it's better for you to put your own music on when you're listening to my streams or anyone else's streams. But yeah, so right now, people who have joined, we are upgrading Next.js 12 to 13. There's this new thing in Next.js 12 where you have a folder called app. So previously it was pages, and now it's called app. So now I'm moving all my files from pages into app, and I'm following the upgrade guide, which is here. There should be a link in the chat. So if you want to have a look at it yourself, you can go ahead and do that. But we're on the section of upgrading the app. So upgrading from pages to app or migrating from pages to app. So we are doing that now. We're on stage 2. Stage 2. I'm just reading ahead to figure out what to do with the main and the next script component because it hasn't mentioned anything about that. No, it hasn't mentioned that. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. I'm going to assume that they're still valid components because it hasn't said that you can't use them. Yeah, sure. So for the music I'm listening to right now, it's a website called NCS, no copyright strikes, I think. Yeah, so I think, yeah, this site here. because for my first few streams, I had music, and I don't want to get a copyright strike from YouTube. So I got them off here. If you want to listen to the music, it's pretty much stuff from here. This is what I'm listening to right now. So you can go ahead and do that. I'll put a link in the description, or sorry, in the chat for people who are interested. But it's house music, it's dance music, dubstep, trap, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to. I've got it on loop. Right, so I'm going to copy this root layout into here, and now copy all of that stuff into there. Why is it giving me document from document should not be imported outside of pages? Oh. Where do I import document? I don't import document. What's the, oh, fine. Okay, oh my goodness. So this breaks all of that stuff. So, how does that work? I'm super lost because I guess here it doesn't say that you should use the next head. It's got its own head. Yeah, so you've got next scripts main, that's coming from here. Okay, well, we'll figure this out. We'll read the docs. So app must include a root layout, which I've just done. Layout must define the HTML body tags since Next does not automatically add them. Creating the head tag is optional. What does that mean? I think what I'm going to do is so have I got HTML? Okay, so I need my own HTML or the default HTML. I'm guessing what they're doing is moving away from the Next components and using what is it called? Native ones. So we've got native HTML. We've got a native, what is it? A native title, native head, native body. So what I'm going to do in that case is just remove the next head component and replace it with a native one, even though it's giving me an error or a warning. And I'm not sure. So I've got this layout component here, which I think is fine. I think that's fine. I'm not sure about main or next script. Does it? So it says use children instead. That's fine. Let's do that. So I've got layout, and I'm going to replace that with children. Okay. So in that case, oh, I made a mistake. That's my bad. I need to have all this magic with it as well. So let's put that inside the function and get rid of this. And we're going to get rid of this import because I don't use anything from it. Okay, so what's the deal with this warning? I think this is an old. I'll just leave it for now. This is still in beta. This app directory is still in beta, so there must be some kinks to work out. The root layout replaces the files can be used. Okay, if you have existing, you can copy them to the root layout. Once migrated, you can safely delete them. Fine, so that's migrated. I can delete that. If using any React context, I'm not using a React context. Migrating get layout. I don't think I'm using get layout. I'm talking very fast right now, but I'll slow down a bit. I think I talk quite fast in my streams because I guess English is my first language. But I know for many of you out there, English is not your first language, so I'll speak a bit slower so you can understand what I'm saying. And also for the text, the speech to text algorithm in YouTube to catch up with what I'm saying. Migrating pages. Pages directory, server components. The difference. This is different from the pages directory where pages are client components. Okay. Oh, well, hang on a minute. Okay. Data fetching has changed in app. Refer to this. Okay, so this is a massive change. Okay. So I'm using get static props quite extensively. Yeah, I'm using it in 3 files. So I'm going to have to change all of that stuff. Move the default exported page component into a new client component. Import the client component into a new page.js file inside app directory. Okay, so this is kind of similar to the upgrade that Svelte and SvelteKit have made. So anything that was index.js is now page.js. So that'll be the root. So if I want /about, it'll be in the about folder, which I've pretty much done. About folder. So all my indexes are now page. So I have app and I've got components, which I don't need. I might take this. Okay, I've made a mistake. So this should be source. Yeah, this should actually be source. And then this here should be app. So let's replace that because I've got components in there as well. So let's rename this to source and then rename pages to app. Okay. Hopefully everything else should follow suit. If not, then I've made a mistake. But let's get my layout, which is inside here, and put it inside the app folder. Will that change anything? That should change. That should change to, okay, I guess that's fine. And now I can get rid of my underscore document. What does my underscore app do? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to merge my underscore document and underscore app based on the documentation. App props. I don't think I need that. I think I can do this. I'm hoping this will work. I'm putting a lot of faith into this upgrade guide, because if I do this, I think it should give me an error. No, I don't think I need it. I'm hoping based on the documentation here, which talks about underscore app, I don't need it. So I'm merging them together into one layout file, and I'm going to delete underscore app and delete underscore document. This is a massive change. Massive change. I think it makes it a bit more easier to understand. As someone who was fairly new to Next.js, I thought it was quite weird that you've got app and document, but this is a lot cleaner. This is much cleaner. Let's fix these errors. I don't like any kind of squiggly lines underneath my code. Okay. So we should be making progress, and now we're going to migrate the pages. So we're going to change all the indexes. So blog, if that has an index, it doesn't, that's fine. Demos has an index, so that'll be now page. Cool. Documentation, that has nothing. Home has got index, that'll be page as well. Showcase, page. There must be an easy way to do this. I think I'm not very good at renaming multiple files, so doing them manually is a bit easier for me. Cool. So now the way this works, if I collapse all the folders, is that we've got app, which will go to page, and that will be the root. So this will go to home, that's fine. And this will be the root. Okay, about page, blog, slug. How does that work? So we've got blog, oh, so this has changed. Okay, I've got that in my demos. So we've got demos, and then we've got the slug. So this needs a new folder, which is, sorry, a new folder, not to rename the existing one. So create a new folder, which is square brackets demo. And then this will go inside that folder, and that'll be pages, I think, page. Luckily, I've got my imports from, apart from my source, which I need to change, my import to aliases. So that should be fine. I need to change this one. This is going to break. So I can do that by adding a new alias to my TS config. I'm just going to call it source. And that'll just be everything that's in source. So now I can rename this here to $source. Cannot find it. That didn't work. Oh, hang on a minute. I don't think I need to do this. Let me just leave it. Yeah, let's leave it for now, the way it was before, and put that back. So that, okay, this actually works fine. That's my bad. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think basically house music, dance music, anything that has a constant rhythm and not too much speaking or lyrics is good to help you focus when you're coding. So yeah, you can give it a listen. I enjoy listening to it. If I'm focused and in the zone, having that constant beat is a good way to keep me focused in the zone, basically. So yeah, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad I've converted someone else to house music. Okay, so this should be done. I should be good on this side. And the next thing to do, I'm a bit confused on this bit, so I'm going to read it slowly. You recommend breaking fine. Create a new client component. Create a separate file inside the app directory, i.e. home.page or similar, that exports a client component. To define client component, add the use client directive. Okay, this is a bit weird. Move the default exported page component from pages/index to app homepage.tsx. Okay, and the reason for this is because what? We recommend breaking down, moving page component to client components. What's the benefit of this? Because I like the directory approach, but I'm not sure. Can I read this? What's a client component? Client component, client server components. Client components are rendered on the client with Next.js. Client components are also pre-rendered on the server and hydrated on the client. So I'm not sure if the app directory allows for, so I think server-side SSG, static site generation, happens by default. So I'll just stick with that rule. But I'm not sure what this use client directive is. This is a bit weird to me. I don't think I like it. But let's see what this does. So this use client directive here, this is a client component. It receives data as props and has access to state and effects, just like page components. Okay. Create a new page. Create a new page inside. Oh, I think I know what this is. So I think basically for my demo, let's get rid of all these. Whoops. Let's get rid of all these pages that exist. So for my demo, I have this is the page that's rendered, and this is all the logic that needs to exist to render those pages. Similarly, I've got this page that renders and all this logic here. So I think what it's telling me to do is it's saying that the page that renders is a client page, and all the logic that is needed to generate that page or to make that page is a server component. I think that's what it's saying. Oh right. I'm sorry. I don't think I can help you with Python. I'm not an expert with Python, but I think if you keep going, you'll get it. Python's meant to be quite an easy language to learn, so I hope you find success with that. But I'm sure you will. I think if you follow along with other YouTubers, especially Python ones, I don't know if I can help you being a JavaScript one, but thanks for being here nevertheless. Okay, so I'm going to try it with this file first. So what it says is create a new use. Let me just copy the example here. So I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to call it demo page. So make a new file inside here, demo page tsx, and that will be here. I don't know how visible that is to you. I'll make it a bit more bigger. And what that is going to do is it's going to, grab all this stuff here. So this will be the new demos page, that one. I don't know why they don't have types in their example. Look at their example here. There's no types for recent posts. I know what this is doing. I get it, but it's TypeScript. Where are your types, first cell? Anyway, so I need to import the demo pages type. Demo cannot be compiled under isolated modules because it's considered a global script. Oh, so it needs to have an export. That's fine. And parameters demo file. Okay, fine. So this is where I need to import my type. Let's do that. Cool. So link, image, all that stuff is missing. Let's put that back in. let's just grab everything from here. I think I need all that stuff as well. Okay, so that's golden. That's gravy, as we say in the UK. Okay, so now I think I appreciate the separation. I know what it's doing. I appreciate it, but it's a bit difficult to get my head around at first. Okay, so now we have that. Then we need to. Okay, so in the page.tsx, that's where all the logic is. But it does say I can't use get static props anymore. So I need to use something else. And do I export? Oh yeah. How does the export work? Let's have a look. Export. Oh, so is it now you just export a page? You just export a page. Let me actually read it. Sorry, I'm just assuming by the code examples what it wants me to do. Create a new. Okay, I've got that. Server component. Import the home. Oh, so I import home page into it. Fine. The client component. Yep. And if I'm fetching, okay, so this is actually quite nice. So I import my client component. It doesn't say that you have to call it a page function, does it? No, it doesn't say. But I see what it's doing. I understand what's going on here. This makes more sense to me. So, yeah, so let's import my demo page. I'll just copy this. This is pretty much the same thing that I'm doing. So import my demo page here. Fine. And then I use that export default. And then that will be used, I don't know, somewhere in here. Let's comment that out. Demo, right? So, and then some props, the props that I work out go into here, which makes sense. And this should be page. Man, this is not easy to get your head around. I mean, it does make sense. I'd rather this was there from the beginning because this makes, I mean, Next.js 12 wasn't too difficult to understand, but this is much better. It just takes a while to get your head around if you've been using Next.js 12 and you're using Next.js 13 and you have to change all your files and folders to match this new structure. I don't know if I'd recommend it. I mean, I like the fact they give you an incremental upgrade path. So you can upgrade bits of your project, not the whole thing at once. But this is this is weird at first, but it does make sense. Okay, so you've got recent posts, fine. So what this is doing here, I've got demo files. My issue with that is it's passed in. Okay, so I'm going to get this, which is a string, an array of strings, and then pass that in as a prop. So this is what it is expecting me to do, right? Oh, it has no default export. What? Does it need to have a default export? It does. Okay, that's my bad. Export default. But again, Vercel, if anyone from Vercel is watching this, where are your types? I know you can use the type inference in whatever, but come on, just put some types in. Yeah. Because this is not cool. So I put types in. You have no types, and this is meant to be a TypeScript file. Come on, guys, please. Vercel, please. Okay, so this should be done. Now, I have a feeling if I launch my site as is, there's going to be a few things that break. Let me just check if there's anything else I need to do before. Sorry, I'm switching desktops back and forth. So my site is a static site, so I have no hooks, and I don't fetch any data. So I should be good on this front. I think that's the bulk of it. Oh, here we go. Was used to pre-render a page at build time. This function could be used to fetch data. So what have they done? Get static props is now fetch data. Okay, that's fine. And it's called index. So I don't know why they're using index here and page up there. Is there documentation to state why you use a page here and an index here. What's the difference? Does it say anywhere? Because to me, it makes sense to keep everything as page, right? Oh, this is Next.js 12. Where's the statics? I've lost myself. Static site. Here we go. So this is Next 13 as well. This might be a mistake on their front because it should be page. I think it should be page. I don't know if you can give feedback. Yeah, I might give feedback to say this should be, because in the other examples that they have, oh no, this is post as well. Okay, I'm completely lost. I can't see any documentation saying why you'd use post or page or index. It's just been used whenever. Look, index is here. Now it's postless, so I'm lost. I'm gonna stick with page for now until I see any, like, am I missing? Yeah, I'll stick with page for now, but it just seems a bit weird why some places have got page right here. So you've got function page here, which makes sense to me. And then some pages have got index, right? And then some have got post. Like, who is deciding this stuff? I don't know. I think if you've got get, posts, index, that makes sense to me, right? But there doesn't seem to be any logic in the way these functions are being named. Does it matter? We'll find out. So let's run the site. We'll run it in Turbo. For people who don't know, Turbo is the new Turbopack. Okay, I've made some mistakes. Okay, let's do that then. It's not a mistake, it's a suggestion. Okay. So if it knows this stuff, why doesn't it do it for me automatically? If it knows it, it should just do it. Why am I doing it manually? Anyway, let's not complain too much. So this is saying I should put this in tsconfig JSON. Where does it say plugin? Oh, it's put it in there for me already. So why is it giving me aggro? Oh, it has. Okay, fine. So it has done this. Thank you. Can't resolve services file. Oh, because in what demo.tsx? Why can't it do that? Because it should be services. Services is, we've got app. Oh, have I made a mistake somewhere? Oh, services. Yeah, that's correct, right? Oh, because this should be source. Okay. This should all be source. I didn't change this bit. Source app, that's fine. Oh, this is fine. Okay. What I like about Turbopack as well, I mean, this is not useful in my case, but if you were to change the environment variable, so if you had some environment files or values in your .env folder, .env file, it will refresh the page automatically, which is nice. I've just fixed this error. Does this still exist? Is this still an error? No. So this should be fixed, right? Let's restart the server. So I guess it didn't work, or maybe it has worked and I'm just in denial. Turbo is fast. Yep. Thank you for letting me know. I've enabled my experimental app directory and it's done. So it should be done. And nothing seems to be on. What's going on here? Am I on the right place? No, nothing works. Any errors? Nothing. Okay. So compiling /page client server. Okay, fine. So it's doing something. Oh, okay. So it. I don't know if I've got Turbo on correctly. Is this how you run Turbo? Maybe I don't have it on. Give me a sec. Let's check out this Turbopack documentation, right? Because maybe I don't have it turned on because that was quite slow and this is meant to be really fast. How do you turn it on? Oh, so you just, okay, so I don't need to do anything fancy. Okay. So if I just do npm run, oh snap, this is work. You shouldn't be seeing that. npm run dev without the turbo flag, then it should work as expected. Okay, fine, that's cool. But does it have to now recompile everything? Because it's already compiled the pages. Okay, so it doesn't have to recompile. It's missing loading. This isn't something I should fix. Come on, Next.js 13. Okay, so right now I'm not designing a page. I'm just upgrading from Next.js 12 to 13. So when I finish the upgrade, then I'll start designing pages. Okay, so I've got an error somewhere. I don't know what page it's referring to that has this error. I'm assuming this is the home page because so it's on localhost. And it has one error, which is something to do with a chunk failing. Now, I have no idea how to fix that. I don't know why it's using Webpack, if it should be using Turbopack, because this is Next. I'm so confused right now. So I've got Next 13 running. According to this documentation, or this documentation here, it says to use Turbopack. If you have Next.js 13 and run this command, it should be working. I have Next 13, even though it doesn't say it here. The fact that I can use this experimental feature means I have to have Next 13, right? So I don't know why it says Webpack in the error. I'm a bit confused. Let's just put the turbo flag back on and see what errors I get. Okay, so this I think was faster than Webpack. Yeah, half the time to load the same amount of modules. Well, a bit more than half the time, but anyway. So I should have an error. I'm expecting to have an error somewhere, because if I didn't have an error, the page would work fine. Okay. And I get the same error with the same kind of Webpack stuff in it, which is confusing to me. How do you fix that? I'm doing something wrong. I think I've messed something up with the app directory. Okay, so let's look at that again. I've got app, I've got layouts, and I've got page, which I don't. Do I need this? Oh yeah, I do need page. So that will render the home page, which is here. Oh, I think I know what the issue might be. Because I've got. Well, maybe I'm using the head, which I shouldn't be using. It hasn't said anything about that in Next.js, so I can comment that out for now. I don't think that's what's causing the issue. It's to do with the way it's compiling the code. Yeah, it's to do with the way it's compiling. Oh, okay. So it can't load a chunk, but that's not my fault. You should fix that. That's not my fault. You can't load a chunk. I haven't done anything for you to break the chunking of the code. Oh boy. Okay. What could be the issue? Let's assume that the issue is on the home page, so it's only on the home page exclusively. And let's go to the demos page. And if I have the same issue on the demos page, that means that it's to do with the overall layout of the page. And it's not specific. Oh goodness. Why did it do that? Why did Arc browser? Come on. You know what I mean when I say /demos. Has it done the same thing? Oh, okay. Now it's doing the right thing. Okay, so this seems to be okay. No, it doesn't. Wow. So as you can see, it's not to do with the way that I've organized the files, because it was loading the right page. It was loading the right images, but something to do with the chunking has broken. So it might be to do with the experimental nature of Turbopack or of the app directory, because this was working actually. It might be the app directory. So how can I fix that? Well, this shouldn't say pages for starters. This should say app. Yeah, let me check actually, because let me check if I've referenced pages elsewhere, because that might be an issue. No, okay, so I've only done it here, which I've changed now. So source app demos, which is correct now. Source app home page. What? Oh, fair. Oh, okay. So all the imports will have to change now because you're not using index anymore. There should be /page. Is that what's causing the issue? Do you think that's causing a chunking issue? Okay, let's follow this through. So I hit the app page, go to this page. So that goes to, will that load? I think that will load, right? That loads correctly, fine. And I'm not using head. This should completely work. This should totally work. I don't see why it's not working. The only thing that might cause an issue, no, the CSS is working fine as well. Most things are working fine. Maybe I should rebuild it from scratch. Can I do a rebuild? So this, okay, so yeah, so it does work fine at the start, and then I get an error to do with chunking. Can I Google this? Will someone have this fixed? This is Angular, because this is a Webpack issue. I should be using Turbopack. Is there a way for me to wipe the cache? Because this is working fine before. I didn't have to do anything. The only thing I've changed is the app directory. I just changed the app directory. Compiling _ error. Okay, so here. So it must be to do with the client and server, right? But this has just been fixed. I fixed this issue. Okay, so I guess I'm making progress, because first it would say it was successful, and it gave me this error. But now it's actually saying, hey, there's an error in the compilation step. So it's definitely the way I've put the client and server pages together. So I'm going to have to reread the documentation and see what I've done wrong. So we'll start from here. So we've got app. Maybe it's because I've got source. No, that can't cause an issue. It's the way these pages are working together. But I can't figure out what it could be. I've got no idea of what could be causing the issue. Okay, how about we do this? How about we do something quite simple. So this is the upgrade guide I've been using. If I were to get something much simpler. So say instead of loading this homepage, you just load something like I don't know, a H1. That says hello, something like that. We'll try that because this is not loading. Is that legit? Should this be called index or should this be called page? Maybe that's the issue. Let me try something. Okay, so it's got a chunking issue again. Let's rename this to page. Sorry, wrong page. I'm on the wrong page. So this should have the issue. Oh, okay. That issue should exist. Fine. Let's go to the home page. No. So it's not anything to do with the component name. In that case, let's get rid of the layout and go with the one in the example to see if it's something to do with the layout. Okay, this is their root, so I'm going to copy this root layout and use that instead of my one. Was that? Yeah, so let's put that here. Okay, so that should recompile. Perfect. And we should go to here. It looks like the same error exists, but it's not. Oh, okay. No more errors. We have everything working. So it's to do with my layout. So there's something wrong with my layout file that it doesn't like. What could it be? Is it because I'm using this layout component? Title, return, export default function. Let's try removing this layout component. Okay. Debugging. Okay, so it's to do with my layout component. That's the issue. So let's go into my components, which are here, layout. What's wrong with my layout component? What doesn't it like? Okay, so let's put my layout component back. So that will break, which is expected. And now let's see what's causing the issue. So we'll get rid of the nav bar and we'll get rid of the footer, and we'll debug it that way. We'll get rid of things one by one. Text context. Okay, so this works. So the layout itself isn't the issue. We'll put the footer back. I think without internet, or if I'm not streaming, it will load a lot faster. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So that happened. We'll get rid of the footer because that's not the error I was expecting to see. Waiting for localhosts. Okay. So it's to do with the footer because header works fine. What is up with the footer? What is up with you, footer? What have you got inside you that's making this so difficult to work with? Is it to do with the scripts? I think it might be related to the scripts, right? I think because it said something about upgrading scripts, and I just ignored that bit. But maybe I should have paid attention. Oh, I didn't save this one. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay, so it's definitely the script. But also my layout isn't let's comment this out. So the script is broken. And this is, if you follow the breadcrumb trail. Oh, okay, I don't have, let's put my home component back and save that. Why does it say that? What is this error? Text context. Is that from my home component? Or is it from the footer? These errors need to be a bit more helpful. Okay, so it's from my home component because this works fine. So what is in my home component that's causing this issue? It says text content. No. Oh, it's to do with scripts. I've got scripts here as well. Okay, so the scripts are broken, as we figured out. Let's save this again. Come on, come on. Okay, are we winning? We're kind of winning. So the scripts are broken, I need to fix that. And also the styles are broken. Fine, I just need to do some more reading. Okay, so we've got the layout here. These are my styles I'm importing. And they don't seem to work, so we'll figure that out. We're going to go to this upgrade guide and have a look at, I think, so this is where it mentioned here, no. Down here, it talks about the combination of both app and document files. You can copy the contents styles from the root layout into app. Oh, okay. I don't understand. If you have an existing app file, you can copy the contents, global styles to the root layout, which I've done. Styles in app will not apply to pages. What does that mean? Because what's the point of copying the global styles over if they won't apply? So how do you apply global styles? So yeah, so how should, hang on a minute, I think I've missed something. Global styles, let's have a look at that. Global styles can be imported into any layout page or component inside the app directory. The difference, this is different from the pages directory where you can only import, yep, so I've done that. For example, app global CSS. Inside the root app layout and import global CSS, okay. Which is what I've done. I've done this exact same thing. Inside the root app layout, import global CSS style sheet to apply the styles to every root in your application, right? Which makes sense. And it doesn't seem to work. Look at that. This is what I've done. Unless you're supposed to have a file called global. Actually, let me take that back. I think the global styles are working. The issue is the page specific styles that have an issue. So if I go into here, so this is the problem, I think. Because if I look at, here we go. If I look at that, so this is the header style, footer style, they're all working, the overall page style. It's just a specific style for this homepage that's broken. Wow, so many errors. Okay, warning expected HTML to contain matching script in head. Okay. Hydration failed because initial UI does not match what was rendered in the server. Wow, okay. Wow, let me refresh. Does that still exist? Does that error still exist, or is it a legacy error? No, they still exist, fine. Wow, okay, don't worry about blog. Don't worry about these pages. I'll fix those later. What? Wow, okay. Expected HTML to contain a matching script in head. So that's this, right? Okay, I think that's to do with the fact that I'm not using the native elements, and I need to look into why they don't work. Fine. So now I'm looking into why the styles that are on the homepage don't work that I've applied with CSS modules. So that they seem to be, yeah, they seem to be here, but they're not coming in. So the joys of upgrading. Okay. Modules can be imported into the app directory, app dashboard. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Are they supposed to be now in the app? Yeah, I've done that. So this is in the app. Yeah, that's correct. So we've got, oh, hang on a minute. Pages, home, oh, hang on a minute. So we've got, yeah, this should be fine. If I look at my TS config, yeah, it should be because whoops. Yeah, so this is going to the right place. So this is loading incorrectly. So it's not that. Yeah, so it should work fine. I mean, the files, the class names are being created correctly. It's just not loading in the styles. Yeah, these styles don't exist. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like it's changed the way they work, because if you look at the file names, I've got home-header, but this has got, oh, it does have home-header. Okay, fine. So it does include them. They just don't seem to be loading in. Whoops. Is there, oh, I think I know what the issue is. Well, let's have a look. Is there a home header here? Whoops. Yeah, there's no home. Oh, there is a home header. Okay, so why isn't that being pulled in? I'm completely lost. Genuinely completely lost. Styles home, like I've imported it the exact same way that they've done their example, and I don't see any styles. I can't figure out what, unless there's another issue that I'm not aware. Well, there are a bunch of issues. Yeah, don't worry about that. I haven't got that far in the upgrading yet. So is it because of the upgrade process? Do all the files need to be upgraded first before they work properly? That can't be right. Let's go through these areas that I saw earlier. This one, so expected. It's gonna reload the page, which is fine. Okay. Expected server HTML to contain. What does that mean? Oh, it's the Next.js thing. Because I've taken out a bunch of stuff from my layout. If you use React DOM.hydrate to start web application, you'll see this warning. If your application does not use server-side rendering, please use React DOM render. I guess maybe this is why they've got stuff like page and index. If I come back here and change that to index, I don't think that will fix that specific issue. Maybe it will. I don't know. Fast refresh. Is it really a fast refresh? I don't know. So it's loaded up all these pages, but don't worry. I'll fix them later. Is this because yeah, so I think, well, I don't really want it to hydrate, but anyway, I think this is happening because it's rendering a UI on the server, which has CSS, and this UI does not have CSS. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know why it's hydrating. Can we turn that off? Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, I think I will get to the bottom of this. I don't know if I'll get to the bottom of this in this stream But we have made progress. So we're using Turbopack. I think we've got the new app directory in place, so I have been able to load my homepage up, just not with the correct styles. I'd love to get the styles working before we end the stream. I'd love to do that. I mean, the script stuff that I don't really care about, really. I mean, it's annoying, but it's not that annoying. The styles are really annoying. I'd love to get them working before we end the stream. But I have no idea how to fix it because it should work. Technically, it should work. Because this is loading correctly. It's loading, like, they're coming in correctly. They're just not. Okay. I think, no, because yeah, I was going to say it's because of the name of the CSS file, but it can't be. It doesn't matter what you named them as long as they're loading in correctly. Yeah, I'm completely lost. Is it because? Hear me out. Is it because I'm not using camel case, right? Because if I were to do .home header like that, will that fix it? I think it's doing some hot module reloading, which, okay, so it has done it. Does it refresh the whole page? I'll do it manually. Okay. So it's not giving me issues for having a camel case style, which is good because I prefer using camel case over the other alternative. But are the styles coming in? That's my question. No, they're not coming in. Oh, undefined. Okay, so that's broken. So I have to use what I was using before. So it's got the names, but it's not loading the CSS. And I have no idea why this is not working. I genuinely have no idea. Because pages, fine. Yeah, it's loading incorrectly because this is the style. And it's got home header, home section over here, home social, whatever. We've got home header, home section, and it's not pulling the styles in. I don't know if I'm missing a compilation step. If the style's not being compiled, I don't know. Next.js has built-in support. Yeah, I know that. CSS modules. Locally scoped. Automatically creating disallows. I know this stuff. Can be all imported into any file inside the app directory. I've done that. App dashboard layout, TSX, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, so this is style, right? Technically, I have no idea. Additional features. When running low-code Next.dev or local style sheet either, will take advantage of fast refresh by instantly. Okay, fine. When building a production, Next.js build. Okay, fine. If you disable JavaScript, loaded from. Okay, fine. Is it because I'm using the flag, the turbo flag? Will that make a difference? I genuinely have no idea. npm run dev. Just do dev. I might have to end this stream without having this fixed, which will be really annoying. Because I do want to have it fixed. I'd love to have it fixed. Okay, now it's broken even more styles. More styles are broken. How is that even possible? It doesn't say why. I've got some issues in the inside the console, which I have no idea how to fix. I mean, I've googled this error. Oh, does need a closing. Hang on a minute. Is it because my layout is do I have to have a closing script tag? Is that what the issue is? You can't have self-closing script tags? because the scripts do work. Yeah, they do work. Let me refresh, see if that error persists. Okay. Oh, so look at that. So now all those errors I had before have all gone because I used closing script tags. Wow. Wow. They should put that in the docs somewhere. For sure. They should put that in the docs somewhere for sure, because that could save someone a lot of time. Anyway, so let's figure out why these styles are broken. And once I've fixed these styles, I'll just end the stream because, yeah, because I want to have a happy conclusion to end with, and this is not a happy conclusion. The upgrade has been going well so far, apart from a few nicks, whatever you want to call them. And this is the biggest one because the styles do work. Like if you look at the global styles, they work fine. Kinks is the word I want to use, right? So they work fine. The global styles are fine. But the local files are the issue. And there's nothing that's jumping out to me immediately that's saying, hey, you need to fix this. If someone from Vassell is watching, which is entirely rare, which is insanely rare, not entirely, insanely rare, please let me know what I'm doing wrong because I have no idea. Oh, is this all done manually? Huh. Okay. But anyway, yeah, if someone from Vassell is watching, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. This is silly, to say the least. In my head, this should work fine. I don't know why I keep manually refreshing. It's just a habit. I know I don't need to. Okay, so those errors do exist. Oh wait, hang on a minute. This is a different error. Okay, so this is to do with this is to do with the head component. So these head components, there's no documentation on the layout directory, app directory, how to use page specific titles. So that'd be quite interesting to know how to do. I might leave them some feedback to say, what's the problem? The problem is that the styles are not working. I don't have any CSS styles. The page should look like this. Right, this is what it should look like. But it looks like that. And the styles are here, so these are the right class names. They're just not populating. And I've got them in the right way actually. Yeah, I've got them written the right way. But it's just not showing up. Yeah, it's just not showing up. Showing the right styles. Oh, I've still got the same errors. I thought I fixed that. Okay, so it might be related to these errors that I'm getting, which I have no idea how to fix. I have no idea how to fix these errors. These seem to be like React server component specific errors. Yeah, this is a React server component specific error, which is not which is not Next.js related. So I don't see why they haven't put it in the documentation. But anyway, yeah, the CSS is definitely linked. So this is the file up here. So it links to the right place. This is it. And this was working before I changed to Next.js 13. So Next.js 12, all this stuff works fine. But upgrading to 13, nuclear errors. What do you mean by nuclear errors? I don't think I've heard that term before. Hydration failed because the UI does not match. Okay, so I'm just looking at these errors right now that I'm going in the console. And does someone have a solution? I'm looking for the most. I found the cause of this error. I'm using React Bootstrap. Had a div. Okay, so is it Bootstrap? No. It doesn't say. So this doesn't say. Oh, hang on a minute. React overlay. So that's nothing to do with me. Hot reload, read to boundary index. Yeah, it does. This has nothing to do with anything I've written. It says, just trying to find a familiar file. No. Oh boy. Is it because I'm not using React 18? No, I think I am using React 18. Yeah, React 18 point, fine. So that's not an issue. Man, this fixed my error. What fixed your error? I'm just being. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. So this could be a nuclear error. This seems to be a big dangerous error. What? Whenever you're creating, let me make this bigger. Whenever you're creating a component that has dynamic data, try importing that component in below mentioned format. It disables SSR and lets you next dynamic. Okay, this is not something I've seen before. How is that something that's mentioned in the upgrade guide? Okay, this is new. You can opt to dynamic render by using dynamic fetching. Okay, so I want to do everything statically. Yeah, which is happening by default. So I don't need to do anything. But I'm not really fetching any data. That's the thing. Man, I'm completely lost. It's just CSS. Everything else is working fine, but the CSS. And is it to do with this? I think it might be to do with this, but I don't know how to fix that. Whoops, I'm just running around like a headless chicken trying to figure this issue out, and I have no idea how to fix it. But this isn't preventing the page from loading, so I don't know why. There's a chance it could be related to CSS, or this could be happening because the other files are not rendered. So these ones down here, I haven't finished upgrading them, so that could be the issue. When did it stop working? It stopped working after I changed the app directory. So I used the new app. So if I go to the upgrade guide, yeah. So I think is this no. Okay, upgrading version 12. So this is what I did. No. Let's can you go back pages in this? Yeah, so it has stopped working after I made some changes, but these changes are to upgrade from Next.js 12 to 13. So this is something I wanted to do anyway, and this is the thing that has broken it. But it doesn't specify styles. So this is what I did. I created an app directory, created a root layout file, did all this stuff. So this stuff works fine. Migrated pages, so this works fine as well. I did all this stuff, so that works fine. It's just the styles. I guess also because it upgrades to React server components as well, and before it wasn't, so there's a lot of server component related errors. I don't have any hooks. No, I don't have any hooks. I'm not fetching data. I'm not using the request object. I don't think I am. No, I'm not using the request object. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, okay, so this is something else. This is getting headers. This is not what I want. So this is what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm not fetching any data. So this is fine. Dynamic paths, get started. Oh, okay, so this is what I'm doing this actually. Yeah, but I've upgraded correctly. Hang on a minute, generate static params. What? Is that a new function? That's, huh? Oh, wow. Okay, I did not see that. I did not see that. Okay. But this is more for the demo page. So here is the, oh, flip. Okay, so generate static params returns this. I mean, it seems a bit weird. So essentially what's going on here is this, and then this should be passed on to, should be just returned. So I just return that demo files. I mean, this won't fix the CSS issue, by the way, but yeah, so that'll be passed on to here. So fetch post. I don't have a fetch post. Do I have a fetch post? Yeah, these are, oh, flip. Let me check what this page was like before I changed it. Is this the right one? No, this is so annoying. I wish I saw that before. Okay, this is what I can just look into my GitHub. Yeah, I can look into my GitHub. Hang on a minute. No, this is fine. But why did it delete my CSS modules? Okay, I won't look into that at the moment. This is something else. Yeah. Okay. I've done the same thing on that file as I have the showcase, so I can look at the way the showcase works. Get static props. Yeah. So this is the same way. Demo files. Oh, I see. But you don't return params. Yeah, you just return an object. Sorry, an array of objects. Okay, but this shouldn't fix it, right? Sorry. Oh man, I need to get a boom mic arm so I don't have to make these mistakes. Well, let me return demo files. Okay. So that's returning an array of strings, right? So is fetch. Okay. Get static pass, generate static params. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but I'm not doing a fetch. Basically, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I don't think this is going to fix the issue I have with the CSS, so I'll leave that for now. But it's good to know about that. It's good to know that it exists. But right now, I think the weird thing is that the issue with the CSS, right, doesn't exist on the demo page. I don't think it does. Yeah, so the CSS works fine here. Look at that. So it's just the home page. I mean, this has got its own problems, which I'll deal with later. But it's just, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, the CSS is broken here as well. No, it's definitely broken here. It's definitely broken here too. Okay, so it's both files have got broken. This is quite cool. So it only loads the images when it only loads the images once you get to them, and loads the pages once you get. That's quite clever. Fine. This is an annoying way to end the stream, but I guess not all streams can be perfect. Not all streams can have a happy ending, and this is just one of them. Is there anything that I'm missing here? External style sheets? No. I'm definitely using CSS modules. I think, yeah, if I wanted to have a quick fix, I can make them more global, but I don't want to do that. I want to have them more modular. Anyway, I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream here. But if you did enjoy it, thanks for watching. It was good to hang out again. I'm going to be streaming again next week, Friday, on YouTube. So it'll be good to see you all there. I stream every Fridays. Oh, yeah, what does he mean? What do you mean I'm right? What did you see? What did you see that made you change your mind? What convinced you that I'm right? Because I think I'm right. I have no idea why this is broken. Everything else I'm looking at seems to indicate that it should work. I think it's just one silly semicolon or something I haven't done. I guarantee it's that. But what I'm going to do, maybe after the stream, because I tend to code faster, well, the computer's faster when I'm not streaming. I'll just take some things out, put some things in, maybe go back to this example and just try that and see what's going on. Maybe it's got a new naming convention, so you have to call it styles. I don't know. Let's try that. I don't think that's going to fix it, but let's try it anyway. Yeah, I don't think so. If this fixes it, I'm gonna throw my computer at the wall because that'll be silly. If this does fix it, and it wasn't mentioned anywhere in the documentation, I'd be so annoyed. Oh right, not every stream has to end. Right, yeah. Okay. So I don't think that fixed it, which is good because I would have been annoyed if it did fix it, but it's bad because now I don't know how to fix this. It might be something to do with this hydration, but hydration is JavaScript. Oh, hang on a minute. There was an error while hydrating because the error happened outside of suspense boundary. The entire route will be switched to client rendering. Okay, so it's seeing some clever stuff here, but it's not telling you what's causing the error. So if it was more helpful, it would say, hey, this happened because X, Y, and Z, but it's not telling me. So I need to just figure stuff out, and I have no idea what the issue is, which is silly. Let's try something. I don't think this will fix it, but let's try it anyway. Let's get rid of the head. Right, so I'm gonna get rid of that because my assumption is that the style is not being added to the head dynamically. Maybe because I've got my own head. I don't know. Did that refresh? I'm assuming not refresh. It's so weird to see error codes are just waste. It's not error codes. It's not a descriptive error because it doesn't tell me what I've done to cause the error or how to fix it. Okay. I don't know what's just happened, but it looks like all the errors that were here before have gone. I don't trust that because I had a similar. I guess that's probably not supported. Oh, is that what the issue is the whole time and just didn't tell me? No, it can't be. I think this is for a different page. It's not for the home page. Yeah, it's for demos. That's fine. That's unrelated to what I'm doing. Extra attributes dash. Okay, fine. This is Dashlane. How is it figuring that out, and why does it care? Yeah, but the bottom line is the CSS. Even though I've got different errors, the CSS is not fixed. So I need to maybe look at CSS modules in React server components because I think that's what's causing the issue because Next.js have turned to use server components. Oh, hang on a minute. Has someone answered someone? Oh, it's closed. Oh, okay. So someone else has closed this issue. Okay, so this is something that exists now because this was closed earlier this year, so it should exist. So it technically should, but I haven't seen it working. I don't have examples of this working. So what I'm going to do is just copy the example that they have in the documentation here, and see if that works, basically, because my example isn't working for some weird reason. Even if I were to do .styles, that should have absolutely zero change, because this is what they have here. They've got .styles, they've got dashboard layout. Oh, sorry. Yeah, why does that have hang on a minute. Wait. I think I know what the issue might be. It's in the layout. Why is it in the layout? Because layouts can have global styles. So why is there a oh my goodness. No, I hope it's not this. I hope this is not the issue, because that would be silly. So based on that example, it looks like you can only apply styles in layouts. Let me have a look. So this is the home page, right? If that's the case, I'm going to be so upset. Fine. So you need to have a layout TSX file. Let's do that. So we're going to do new file, layout.tsx. Okay. So layout typically have, so this is the root layout. So I'm going to copy. Oh, if this is the case, I'm going to be so annoyed. Anyway, let's get rid of this one. Copy this into here. And let me have a look at my page. So this is my home page. That can't be right, because this has got specific. No, it can't be right. That can't be the case. Could it? I guess. Let's try it. Let's just try it and see what happens. So if I were to do, no, I don't want to do this. I don't think that's a solution. I don't think it's the solution. No, it can't be a solution. I don't think so. Yeah, I would like to try Stack Overflow. The issue is this is so new. Like, this was only released this week that there aren't. Let me just try. Next.js was released just this week, so there isn't a lot. Sorry, Next.js 13. So there isn't a lot of documentation on Stack Overflow about Next.js 13. So yeah, so this is all I have, basically. And this is Next.js 12, but it should work the same way. From what I've seen, yeah, this works the exact same way as this here. There shouldn't be any difference whatsoever. Man, this should be so straightforward. I mean, okay, let's go back. Let me have a look at the upgrade guides, not this one, the other one. Let's have a look at this one more time, and then I'm going to call it the end of the stream. So this is the upgrade guide, right? Upgrade style. Okay, fine. So dangerously, what is this? Okay, image component. That's fine. What do we have here? Styles and that layout do not apply. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Yeah, so there's not much else about styles. Oh, there's some at the bottom. Okay, here we go. Tailwind, I'm not using Tailwind. Styling. Before Next.js 13, global styles are restricted to the app directory. This restriction has been lifted. Global styles can be added to any layout page or any component, which is cool. This is a cool addition. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's nice being a early adopter, because you get to figure out all the bugs for people to benefit from. So yeah, if I do fix this issue, I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from it. But right now, I'm not enjoying it. Yeah, I might have to end the stream and then just figure this out in my own time. But if I do figure it out, I'll let people know. I'll make a YouTube video about it. But right now, I'm just completely lost. Because it should work. Right, I shouldn't need to have a layout. Let's move that to the trash. I've got my page. I've got the styles of the page. Styles are being imported here, perfect. And they should just straight up work. These are the styles. No errors in this apart from the spelling error, which I'll fix right now. This is an error-free file. Yeah, I have no idea. Genuinely have no idea why this is not working. The only thing I can think is that the failure of the other files are preventing it from rendering properly. But that shouldn't be the case because, or this kind of, yeah, ignore that. Okay, so all my React server component errors are gone. So it's not related to that, but this should be broken. Yeah, that's broken. That's fine. I'll fix that later. So it's not to do with the React server component. It's now to do with this. Just make it a feature. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we could say this is a feature. I think the easiest way to fix this is to make this a global style, which is the last resort. So if I make this a global style, that will definitely fix it. But I'm going to try one more time to try and make it a. Man, this is so annoying. This is absolutely so annoying because it should work. It should technically work. And this was working fine before, and it does work in the console. Like in the, if I look at what's generated up here, the file names, the styles actually. Let me try something. Let's see if this gives me an error. If I go into here and delete one of the like head, yeah. So if I get rid of this one, home header, completely, that's what is expected to be here, and then that reloads the whole page. So that style is still yeah. The issue is it's not connecting. It's not connecting these styles. I don't know if I need to do anything silly. Well, I don't know if I've done anything silly. Okay. I'm gonna do one more thing to fix this, and then I'm gonna go. And what I'm gonna do is take everything out of the source. No, yeah. Let's try that. Let's take everything out of the source directory, right? And let's put it in the root. So app's gonna go in the root. Components will go in the root, services will go in the root, and styles will go in the root, and constants. So nothing will exist in the source. So I'll just delete that. So if I go into here, source styles, that should just be styles, right? Okay, failed to compile, that's fine because I'll just mess everything up. Any other issues? Oh, can I refresh this now and see if it'll fix it? Okay, so it compiles quickly because it's using Turbopack, I think. Any errors? Do we have any errors? Compiled successfully, fine. And we're gonna hit the home page again. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the reason that happens is because if I go into pages, why is it doing that? Because I've changed it. Why does it say it can't resolve? property. Huh? Wow, so many errors, absolutely riddled with errors. So this app directory here, demos, this is gonna have some issues. I'm not worried about this at the moment. Does it not? Constants here, yeah, it does. Not worried about that at the moment, actually. This should be like roots, whatever that is. That should be like dot slash, right? But that's not the issue. The issue is when you go into the app directory, components. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That might be a separate issue. Okay. That's fine for now. So if we're going to layouts page, app home page. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Got layout components. Okay, this is busted because components is out. Yeah, components is out, so it should have $ components. Okay. Oh, can't find $ components layout. What? But it can find styles, but styles is in the same place as components, right? Yeah, it's on the same level of yeah, it's on the same root level, so I don't understand why. Okay, well, whatever. Layout does work apparently. So we've got children. Oh my goodness! Right, so we've got children here. Home page. Yeah, all the imports should be fine because it's not giving me any errors on imports. So I don't know why I've got errors here. I don't know why I'm getting errors all over the place. These errors are not helpful at all because they didn't tell me where the error is coming from. Okay, can't resolve. Okay, fine. So I know what's causing this issue. So this is from Bootstrap. That's fine. So this is different. So let's change all this to have, I think that should fix it. Whoops. Because there's no source anymore, so it doesn't need to go up so many levels. Did it rebuild? Ah, are you flipping kidding me? You absolutely flipping kidding me. So the styles are working, kind of, because of the folder structure. So because I had a source folder, that is wild. That is wild. Okay, so the styles are not quite there. Oh, they are there. Okay, just took a while. That is absolutely wild. That is absolutely flipping wild. I can't believe it. They need to put that in the documentation pronto because there must be people out there who have a source folder as well. Man, I've learned so much. I've learned so much about this process. Okay, cool. So I think we're at a good place. I mean, I know there's stuff that's broken still, but I can work with that. But yeah, so this should pretty much have the response. Yeah, it's got the responsive styles. Wow. Okay, fine. Well, thanks for watching the stream again. It's good to have so many people watching. We've had over almost 40 viewers, which is the most I've had. I guess this is the longest stream I've done, almost 2 hours, which is great. And yeah, same time next week, maybe later next week, maybe early next week. I'll be here and I'll be working on more Next.js. So that'll be fun. Until then, see you and happy coding. Oh, and also subscribe, all that stuff. I mean, yeah, I've got other videos on YouTube which are not streams. So if you're into that, subscribe, check out my channel, check out my Discord. check out my Medium, all that stuff, basically. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Wow, I'm really as well, but I'm happy we were able to end well. I'm happy that issue's sorted, and I'm happy that I can help somebody else who has a similar issue in the future with Next.js 13, so that'd be cool.